brings me down. Go inside like winter leaves that slowly leave the ground. Hey, you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again. The skin is getting round, baby, drink your night away. Maybe we will not regret it, you will not regret me. Laying down under the sun, burning love cause we are young. No one tells us what's done wrong, cause it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Yeah, it's just me and you. Hold you on the ground, make your eyes roll out. Kiss me all around, baby, do you like the sound of my wasted love? Wasted love, of my wasted love. Hold you on the ground, make your eyes roll out. Kiss me all around, baby, do you like the sound of my wasted love? Wasted love, just of my wasted love. Yeah, it's just me and you.
What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger? 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 What if I go stronger?
Hello everyone. Okay, everything looks good. So, tonight we are going to be working on adding compost to Knuston Farm. Not too sure how this is going to go. Let's turn this down a bit. Oh, right. So let's yeah, compost. On Knuston we don't have an actual way of getting sort of there are no animals on the map, so we have no way of getting byproduct such as manure or slurry. We do have the option to get slurry because we have the slurry sort of I get it's a slurry tank at the BGA, but it's supposed to be I'm guessing it's just like the what do you call it, like the liquid and stuff, you know, that the BGA produces. So we've got that, but I want a way of getting like you know, like a hard compound type of fertilizer. So lime or compost were the two that I sort of, you know, they're commonly added to maps as a byproduct. So we're gonna do compost, and the way we do that is, I know that in 2015 you could add compost as like you do with what's it called, chopped straw. You can actually add it to the map like this, so it's an actual like foliage in the map. But then I've looked at other maps. This map was found on FSUK, and we're gonna have a look at this, see how they did it on this map. They have something called a CompostMaster, which is like a plant, which we'll see momentarily. I have no clue on what could be causing that problem. I would say a mod conflict, but as you said, all the if you got all of the mods unticked, then I'm not too sure. What on earth? Okay, I've seen that before. Okay, so compost. You need to find the compost. Where would it be? This is a German map, so all the names are in German. I don't have the slightest. Oh, this sugar beet. I'm gonna say that looks like a pretty cool compost thing, but apparently it's not. In the description it said it had the CompostMaster added to this. We were looking for a red. Oh, is that it there? Oh, this map is quite laggy in Giant Edge there. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. Perfect. This is the CompostMaster. This is what we're going to be adding. This is what creates the fertilizer. Sorry, the compost. You put a product into here, into this trigger, and it'll break it down, whatever it is. It could be bales, it could be like straw swath that you picked up into a forage wagon. It could be all sorts, silage bales, anything. There might actually be, there should be a trigger somewhere that actually tells us everything that goes into it, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, so then it'll go through, and then it'll put it into a big pile over here. And then what we can do is we can add a tip. What do they call it? If this map has got it, if we go into fill planes, aha, it has. So we can add a fill plane, which basically means we can tip it on the ground and it'll actually display. So I've done this a few times. If we have a look at the map files for Knuston, we have, if we go into fill planes, I've added oats and rye. Two fruits that I added. Now fruits aren't too difficult to add to a map, but CompostMaster, this is all new for me, so I'm just going to use the knowledge that I have and see if that'll be good enough, basically. So first off, I want to find where is it? CompostMaster. Okay, so it's its own. Perfect, so we're going to basically take this, and what I did is I did some searching on the internet for designs of sort of compost plants in the UK, because obviously being a UK map, we want to keep it to a UK style. And basically I saw this design and it was really nice. So what I plan on doing is putting this inside a shed, and hopefully I've got an image in my head. It's so difficult to explain, but we'll see how it goes. Again, guys, tell me how the audio sounds. We've only got music and microphone audio, obviously, because we're not playing a game. So just tell me if the music needs, altering at all. But we need to find the shed pack. For now, I'm just going to use one of the sheds on Knuston. Currently, I've been speaking to Blobby Farmer, and he's at some point gonna sort out a shed pack that they have currently going through testing. So I'll be able to use that. So yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not too sure if I want to keep these walls or not. It does have the texture, but yeah, we'll see. I plan on putting this inside a building. I'm not too sure how that's gonna work, because looking at the size of some of these buildings, they need to be quite a big shed. Okay, so first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this. Export files. I'm going to put it on my desktop. Right, we'll call this compost. So, and click no. So, as Will's here, hello Will, already spoken to you. Farmer J, Sammy, Jack's obviously here. Joe will be lurking somewhere. Oh, hello Nathan. Rebel Hammer, welcome. Thank you for the sub. So, let's see how this goes. As I said, I've not done this before, adding like the CompostMaster. Okay, so it has got a solid object. I know that this was a placeable, so we can play about with it. So that's, don't need the map open anymore. Go into my export. Okay, it's what we got. Shaders, shed, okay. Shaders, don't need to worry about those. Vehicle shader, fine. And all of that, that's perfectly fine, okay. Control X that. Go into cluster. And I'm gonna make, actually, text, I'm gonna give it its own folder. Like so. Just everything will be in one place. And do that. Perfect. So that's that. I'm just gonna have a look in the files. We'll add the fill planes in a bit. Need any of this. HUD. Now this, there we go. That's what we need. We need a HUD, which makes me think there'll be stuff in here we need to add. Okay, yeah, it'll be in here. Okay, so some of this will be, it's obviously a German map, so it's all going to be added, it's all going to be in German, so it's going to be quite annoying to work some of this out. That's to do with the compost, that's to do with the compost, so let's do this here. So, okay. Input waste, input fuel, output compost. Triggers, okay, that's fine. Animated parts, we don't need any of that. Resources, don't need any of that. There we go, and we'll need this later on, we'll do that. New material holder. Yeah, so we'll need that eventually. That's perfect. We can do that. So do that now. Yeah, so if you're working on any map, first tip that I give is always make a backup. The worst case scenario, if you do something wrong, you can go back and you haven't lost all your work or ruined something. So make sure you're backing up work if you are working on maps. Sure, Nathan will tell you the amount of times that any mapper has done any work to a map and lost a lot of time and a lot of effort. Hours worth of work can be lost in a split second of simply saving a file or anything like that. Okay, so let's open up the mod desk. Add this into here. We need this. So. Then don't need any binding. Extra source files is what we need. Hello Thomas, hello Timothy. Fill types, this. Fine. Extra source files, we need the... need this. Additional triggers, don't need any of that, I don't think. At a later date we might come back and we might actually need it, but that's fine. Additional fruit HUD, it's not a fruit, it's a fill plane we need. Okay, I believe this is searching for, go to the map, oh, not wrong one, go to here, they're both on class, good. So it should have HUDs, okay, so that's fine. What we do is we go here, we copy HUDs, which has all the stuff, go into here, I'm going to pop it in here, same as the fruit HUDs. Where did that go? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, that's fine. Let's do that again, I was pressing the wrong button. Pop that in there. Okay, then what we do, go here. Go here. Pick out that. So that's basically direct, it's telling this script where it needs to find the tip types. Or the fill type, sorry. Fine. So fill plane, we don't have to change any of this. That's just telling the script what exactly the compost is. Basically creating the tip type. Private mod, I don't have private mods, Tim. All my mods are released. Okay, so extra source files, we now need to go get this LUA, which links to the field, register of field types. So we then go to here, we go to here. Where is it going to? Okay, map. Shaders. Oh, not shaders, sorry. Script. Scripts, here we go. Additional change function, scroll bit. This is what we want. And new fill types, that could be something. Okay. Okay, so that's not actually, the map isn't actually using some of these, that's fine. I believe it's this one we need, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. What we do is we copy this script, we go into here, we pop it in one to here. Done. Okay. You make sure that that's linked up, which it is. Okay, so we don't need that anymore. Close that out, don't save it, 'cause don't need that. Gonna have a, oh, go away. Okay, so to make sure that there is no extra stuff required. Make sure in here. And we will look for compost. Okay, that's fine. That's just fill types on something, which I'm guessing is, yeah, that'll be for the composter. Okay, now we can go into the map, which I think I've got loaded up. I do. We'll import it. Where did I put it? I put it into here, didn't I? Now let's find out how big this is. Compost, there you go. Now you're going to find out where this map has probably tens of thousands of objects in it, so you'll see how unresponsive the scenograph is. Everything takes so long to do. It's probably the most frustrating thing. Okay. Over here. There it is. It is quite big. We don't need material open. We need this in a bit. Okay. And get this semi-straight to the hedge. Yeah, this thing is huge. A lot bigger than I thought. Let's keep down the height of the stream. It's all the same. Not go too far to there because I don't want to have to move any hedges or anything like that. Okay. One. Okay, so we need to find a good place. This spout here is so that you can drive a trailer underneath it, but I don't think we're going to use that, so we'll probably delete that. I want to just use a bucket with it. So we need to find where that is. Where it is. Delete that. Use a bucket with it. Then basically we'll have a nice big shed over it. Something maybe like just a straw shed here. Something like this over it. Make it a bit bigger. Not too sure how. See what size it is compared to it. We can get a sort of general size of how this is. It's huge. It's huge. Okay, so this shed would need to be scaled up so much. It's like times 2. Look at this. Want that? That's pretty cool. This is the sort of design I want to go for. I want to have it undercover. That leaves hardly any space for getting past. So this is going to take up a lot of space, but I thought this place would be the best place for it, being so close to, you know, it's just out of the way a bit. There's a nice little gateway coming in here. So I think I'm just going to adapt it. I can move the I can move the hedge back if I need to. The map is just solely arable. That's why I'm adding this, is because we don't have any animals, so we have no way of getting manure. So I thought compost would be a great alternative. So yeah, so this hedge I can move, not a problem. This is like a horse field, so I can remove those. Go on it that way for sure. What we'll do, because I want to still use my save game, so I'm just going to quickly save. Yeah, the most stressful thing about this map is the optimization, and because the amount of objects, it does take a long time to do anything. So what I'm going to do, because I have a long save game on this, I'm just going to go into the save game, I'm going to copy the cultivator and fruit density. Go to, where is it here? To the map 01. Paste, oh no, not this. Back out. Map 01, that's what I'm looking for. Place those, and then when we go back into the map, we'll basically replace all the foliage around the map with currently what I've got in my save game. Okay, so let's have a look. Now you'll see that some of these fields, they're all withered, I believe, because I think it's spring. Yeah, you'll see some of them are starting to grow. Yeah, this is the fields that we harvested the other day. Stuff like that. Now, when this is all updated to where I am now, so when I go back into the map, I'll copy across the field and the foliage stuff, and it will just sync up what I've done in Giant Editor to my save game. Very helpful. So that means now we can play around with foliage. And also I want to delete this hedgerow here, don't I? It'd be very handy if it's an object. Okay, it is. Which is fine, that means I can delete this. Like so. I want the tree, not that. In last night's stream I was talking about how excited I am for Oakfield to be released in hopefully not too long. Today it was announced that the map had finally moved into the test stages on Giant's website, so hopefully within the next week or so, if there isn't any major problems, it will be released, which is good. Excited for that map for sure. I was going to wait until it was released and see what sort of setup for compost that map had, but I got impatient. So. Move these. We'll add a different hedgerow in. I can find the trees collisions. Okay. Why can't I get the collision for this tree? There we go. Sorted. And That one doesn't really matter. Way too much. Now we can remove the foliage. Push 4. Get rid of all this. Be adding our own foliage in. And grass. Which grass is this? Grass 1. Okay. Let's remove it up to there. Not too sure what size or how much space this thing's going to take up. Should do. And what's this? We got some straw on the ground. We'll remove this. Hopefully that's all of that. Okay, so now we got some space to work with. Now we can find a nice position for the composter. Quickly just make sure the terrain is all the same. Like so. Update the foliage. There we go. Now we can push pretty close to this silo over here. Let's move the barn out of the way for now, because it's in the way. We can grab the composter. Yeah. And we will find out what angle this is at. Added clamp. Not being very helpful. Okay. Want it to be nice and parallel so that they match up. So, perfect. There's a bit of a hill there. Get out of that a bit. It looks like plenty of space to pull in. And this wall is one object, which is slightly annoying. Suppose I could put in a little pit around here maybe, and so we can store some compost there. That looks pretty good. Get rid of this grass. So we'll try and think of a different, what we want painted on the ground, because it's dirt and grass at the minute. Okay, what's this? This looks like another bush maybe? Or is it a grass? Bush what? Maybe it's the grass. Where's this stuff? Okay, it was a grass. Get rid of that. This. No, it's grass on. There we go. Okay. That's in place. I like the placement of that. Detail it up in a bit. Is that shed gone? Match the rotation round. Like that. Slightly off the rotation. That not matching up. Definitely a bit too much. Going the wrong way here. Okay, that looks about right. Yep. Might need a bit more altering. Okay. Make it a bit more thin actually. Hello Kieran, how you doing? Bit more. Right. Just shorten it a bit. I wish I saved the picture of the composter that I saw, which I'm taking inspiration from. It was a nice setup. Perfect. Now that's undercover. Might make it a bit taller actually. Like so. Well, that's really tall. That's way too tall. 3. Okay, that's I just don't want to get stuck in it at any point. There we go, that looks good. What I might actually do is take the... Might actually mess it up a bit, but that's fine, we can sort it out. Into the composter. I'm gonna put the shed into the same transform group, keep it nice and tidy, keep stuff together. Okay, yeah, I did think it would be off a bit. Bring this back. Okay, so let's reposition this. I like to keep the transform group as tidy as possible when mapping, so I know where everything is. This is going to be off, or is it going to be behaving? There we go, that looks nice. Sorted. Now we're gonna need to just sort of blend this in a bit. Make sure it looks like it was actually supposed to be here rather than just plonked here. So yeah, I like that positioning. I don't think it needs to go back anymore. Otherwise it's going to be coming through the walls and stuff. Go. Yeah, we'll have this looking nice. Do this. Sort that. Right, get rid of this old track at the end. What do we want? Do we want sort of a more dirty sort of looking yard that looks like it's been I don't know, or do we want it nice, looking nice and tidy, so it's, you know, a bit more of a concrete yard? What sort of looks do we have? What be gravel? What he's trying to use? Big mud, grass, concrete. Okay, let's have a look at the concrete. This is what colour concrete we could have, so it looks a bit more, looks nice and tidy. We've got this sort of like, you know, more dirty sort of looking lane. But from the entrance, you know, we've got a nice entrance coming in. Might have to move that that plant pot. This is going to be a bit of a squeeze through here. I'm not too sure if that gate has a trigger or not. going over here. Then we'll just fade it in a bit. It looks like it's, you know, the yard's been used. Especially over here, because we might put a compost pile over here. And we have some grass in here. That's all grass I believe. That's a bit too tall. Grass. That's better. Oop. We can add little patches of grass growing. Make it look like it's not just a big open area, just nothingness. After all, we do want this looking like it's used quite a bit, don't we? Like so, we've also got grass back in here. Get rid of that straw that's over there. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's make bushes and some grass in here so it matches up a bit more. So, removed all this one. I'd ruin in this area. Okay. I think I'm gonna bring this down a bit. Gate on there. Fine. It's a bit too long, but let's rotate that. Like so. Correct. Arrow. So, right, now let's put a fence along the back here. Splitting the BGA and that off. Hills are the worst thing to try and work with, really. That's right, it needs to be a nice straight line. Helps us a lot. I do think there's a bit of a hill on this. Yeah, there's a hill on this. Which way do we need? Oh, that one. Correct. Oh no, that's perfect. So okay, it's maybe a bit too long, but that's fine, sort that. Need this. Perfect. Now add some trees in. So on top of the pit, we don't want that. Okay, and let's add some grass along the back here. There. The grass in. Perfect. Like the way that looks. Whether or not it'll work, soon find out. Sure, there's got to be a bit more stuff to this because that was a bit easy. I'm pretty sure this gate has. Yeah, it has all the triggers. There we go. Crazy Madhouse, welcome. How are you doing? We're just adding the composter to Aston here. We're pretty much done. I'm not too. We're about to do some testing, find out whether it actually works or not. But we'll soon find out. Save. exit out. Okay. So now what we can do is we can go into maps, O1, cultivated density. Actually first what I'm going to do is make a backup of my save game because I don't want to ruin that. That's on my save. Up here. Cultivated density. And the other one. Got 3 density, that's what I want. Those into here. Go to my save game file. And find up here. Now, I'm not going to bother zipping it up. Just going to drop that in here. Okay, let's test it. Find out whether or not this works. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Well, I'll be doing good if this works first time. That's the you know, that's the thing that'll please me. We'll do this. Uncheck everything. Go down to okay, that's it. Now we can look at the log. It's fine. Know about that. Okay, unknown field type. That's fine. Okay, so far I didn't see any errors. Where am I? Oh, I took off the lot of mods that I shouldn't have. Damn it. So if we look on here, nothing in here. That's fine, I know about that. There's nothing, no errors about compost, which is great. So now what we'll do is we'll load it up with mods. We'll see what happens. Damn it, I sold all the was it so shiny? By shiny I think you mean like, I think I know what you mean. I'll show you in a second. We'll let this load up first. Okay. Right. Better. I'm quicker now. Let's go here. Okay, so at the minute I'm selling some silage for the BGA. And then boom, we're gonna have, this is an old horse field, so I didn't bother taking out the horses currently. I wanna make sure this. Okay, this gate does open and close, so there are gonna be some horses running around, but that's fine. We'll remove those soon. Okay, so here it is. So particle system could be a bit broken, but hopefully it's not a problem. Sort that. No, wasn't that supposed to be a display or something like that on here? Oh, I'm stuck. So I've got some horses running around, but that's alright. Why is this straw back? Okay. Actually, that's alright, I quite like that straw. So we need to find out why the particles aren't working. But yeah. Okay. So, does silage go into this? Can we put silage into a composter? Not too sure. Oh, I forgot to show you why my game's so shiny. Never mind. do it. Remind me in a bit. Okay, so open the map back up. Right. There we go. Okay. We have, yeah. Okay, so we don't have. When I exported, I must have got to export something. Maybe. I'll have a look at that now. Right, where is this? What we want? So, first time round, not a success. But that was due to the exporting, I guess. Maybe particle system don't go being. Okay, so what's missing is this. Ah, work it. Oh, so I didn't extract that. So that'd be why that didn't work. There's a shader. To export that, I need to. All of these need. There we go. They're all parts of. That'll be that then. Oh no, that is part. That is in it. Okay. So if we go back to and we go to where is it? It's in here. Open up this. Yeah, I'll show you. I completely forgot. I apologize. There. Is that in? Is it? Why does mine look completely different? This one. Oh wait, did I? Okay, so I just did that. Okay, not a problem. I exported the wrong part. Okay, not a problem. Let's do that. Let's do that. That's not a problem. Oh, I was getting worried then that I'd broken something. I'll do that. Let's close this. No, I don't want to save. Oh, I thought I'd broken something. 1 + 1 didn't link up then. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go back to here. Let's delete this, and let's re-extract this file. What section? File. Desktop. In here. Compost. Nope. I thought I had broken something. Not a problem. Okay, go back out of here, go export. Okay. Click this. Go back to desktop. Go back to your map. Again. Okay, not a problem. Fix this quickly and then we can give it another test. Does fermented silage go into this? I wonder. Okay, so here's what we need to do. We need to go File, Import. Just find where we just exported that, which is here. Import this one. Like, boom. Let's just check to see if there's any can't load. That's fine. I don't care about that. That's fine. Okay. Let's move this. So basically, what I did was I accidentally exported the wrong part of the composter. I didn't include most of the major components, which was a bit silly. But again, not a problem. That. So now we're just basically importing the correct piece now. As you can see, I move it into position. Like that, and then let's grab this shed. So, boom, that's in place. Then let's go to here. Now we delete the old one, which was incorrect. Which leaves us with the nice new one with all of the particles working nicely. Now this arm we deleted, didn't we? Or we didn't need that part. I'm gonna make sure that wasn't up there. No. I was confused why there wasn't this here. I was like, I'm pretty sure there was a there's a stand here that tells us what was in it. Okay. That's all of that. Perfect. Okay, we can save that. I want to quickly load up this. Load up the console. We can get rid of this error. Shared. Normal. Okay, I'll get rid of those errors. We can delete this now. Another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change the colour of it. But I'll do that in a bit. Let's go check to see if this works now. Okay. Give this a go. I can also show you why my game looks so shiny. It's not shiny, it's just the bloom you can see. What explains it is at the top here. I use a program called Reshade, which adds like shaders, and you can change like a few stuff so it looks a bit better. Yeah, so it isn't shiny. It's the bloom which makes it look as you've described, a bit shiny. With mods, this map takes so long to load. There we go. Okay, yeah, so move that. So as you can see, like the light coming across the trees there, it's bloom. So if I take off my shaders, this is what everyone's FS looks like, pretty much normal farming sim. With shaders, it just adds a bit of an extra, gives it a bit of a pop, it makes it look a bit better. Okay, let's have a look at this. Oh, it has noise now. Oh, that's really noisy. Well, the horses still, but I'll remove those. Perfect. So we'll give this a test. and horses running through. What can we put in this? I wonder. We got some fermented maize there. We use this display. Sorry about the FPS. This map is awful optimized. Well, you could use this in the other one. Not too sure. No. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we'll go get the loader and we'll see what it does. I've got a bucket that can lift that. I sold all of the bales that we stacked last night. But a lot of the vehicles we use is leased, so the cost of leasing it is insane. The lorry is in the way. And but I did get us a new drill. Not really a new drill, like a different drill, which you guys will start seeing photos of at some point. Is it now spring? I do want to spread some slurry at some point. Right, let's grab this bucket, we'll head over there. Reshade, there's search on YouTube for how to add shaders to Farming Sim, and there's a pretty good video on it, explains everything, it's really good. Yeah, have a look on YouTube for that. We'll take the loader down there, we'll test, see if this works. Bit of a drive. Hopefully this works. I've never added like one of these extra add-on scripts or whatever. I've added fruit. I've added like gates, you know, like openable gate, stuff like that before, but never like a composter or anything like that. So there'll be something added. To my knowledge, anyway. It'd be good to this to work, but I'll be very surprised if it works first time. It'll probably be a case of a lot of additional altering and changing after the stream, probably, for me to try and get this to work completely properly, but soon find out. Probably a script or something that is required for. But I don't know, we'll find out. I know that the base composter was actually get rid of that, all that horrible withered maize. I know that the base composter was actually a placeable mod that people had just added into their map, so whether or not I'm missing something or not, we'll find out. I'm rather excited to get some compost going. See. This time round, I think I'm going to be spreading slurry on the ground. I don't have that much solid manure piled up anymore, so I have a lot of stored additive at the BGA. It's there now. Do the drive. Yeah, next we'll look at changing the colour of the actual composter. I want it to be green rather than red. Through here, the gate's open the other end. hoping that you can use these in it. Oh, well, these conveyor belts in there. I can squeeze through. Yeah, no problem. There we go. Okay. See if we can get over this main tower here. In the way. Later. Okay, there's not even that much of a pile there. Dive over it. Yeah. And there we go. Okay. So now let's see whether accept. Oh, stuff's going in. But is it actually going into the composter? Nothing on the display. Nothing present. Something's telling me this isn't working correctly and that's just gone to the ground underneath it. So I don't see it. Okay. I expect that this would have filled up there again. These camels there. Okay, yeah, it just went on the floor underneath it. So there's got to be something else that I'm missing here. Some code somewhere. Okay. Let's have another look. Ah. So the what could it be missing? There. Did it need these? Empty full. I'm gonna add these just in case. I mean, it won't hurt if there isn't. If it isn't required. Go down. Up there. Okay. Extra store. Additional triggers. None of those look like they have anything to do with the composter. What about actually? No, I didn't check. Okay. Check here. All that. Aha. We need this. this is actually for stores. So this. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that you could sell compost. That's pretty good. I wonder what the price is. That could be another thing we could sell. But yeah, I don't know what other scripts this could be looking for, because they're all German. I don't really know. Fine, it's not gonna be. Not too sure. This should be good. Not if to do with it. Not too sure. I think I'm gonna do some more research on that, and what we will do is we will change the what I want to do. Okay. Conveyor. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. What colour do we want it? A nice pink one? Go for a green. A dark green. Or something like that. Okay, I like that colour. This. Did it. Got this bit here. Okay, now what we do that, it'll change it to the same color. Do the same. We do it with all these. This one's got a bit more stuff with it. go. Weird. Okay. Okay. Just up here. Big bit here. Okay. Deselect all this. Over here. Don't need those bits, just need this bit here. Okay. Here, so it's nice and easy, it's square. So NI Gaming, how are you doing? This fine evening. Oh, we've got a big bit up here to do. When it comes to doing big areas like this, I prefer just to do it in chunks, so select chunks of it. So do. We do this one as well. Boom. Okay, what's left over here to get? Yeah. Problem. Here first. Back. So it's going to be a bit difficult because it's got this grid in the middle. So do this around. Like zoom in a bit more. Add in any bits you missed. These, yeah. That. Clean it up a bit. These this button. Boom. That's all selected. So now, what we can do, edge these down. Now we have selected all these red bits. We want to change the color of. And boom. That. Boom. Now, all of these match. They're all the same colour. Save as. Save. Go. Now. Go. Into giant solid, then we can have a look at it. How is this going? It's not working, but it is. There we go. It's nice and green now. Yeah, it's not working, but it's in there. Now if we go to here. There we go. So it's nice and green like I wanted it. So yeah, it's not working, but it is in. This is basically what we've done so far. Is we've put it in. I wanted it undercover, so I put this shed on it. It's in, but as you can see, I believe this has a function, doesn't it? Yeah, look. There's a trigger here, interact trigger. Trigger. Yeah, I'm not too sure, like... You're doing alright, Isaac. Yeah, so it's in, but it hasn't got function at the minute. So, what I've done is... how hard is it to learn to texture it? Fairly difficult, right, yeah. I mean, changing colours of stuff like that and keeping the AO and stuff like that's easy, but learning to texture stuff is quite difficult. It all depends how you wanna do it. But Yeah, I'm yet to work out what is gone wrong, or what I have not added, which give this function. What I've basically done, once this is saved and closed, is I found a map on FSUK, a German map. Dutch? It might be Dutch. We've gone through, we've got all of the fill type lanes and everything like that working, that's fine. Well, don't know if it's working yet, because obviously we haven't tested it. But I've gone into the mod desk. What I've worked out is, the problem is it's in German. Because it's in German, it's difficult to try and add one and one together. What scripts go together? So this bit here we've grabbed, and we've done this bit here, which is the main bit of text that has been used. We've grabbed those two, which are in the this part here, and then we've gone down to extra source files. Now this is what I think I'm missing. I'm missing one of these. I've added that one, the register fill type, but I can't tell out of any of these if any of these might be added into it. So yeah. So and I've grabbed this as well, compost. I think it's one of these, but I'm not too sure which one it could be. It looks like a data. It is a database. It's a database of coding. So I didn't mean to click that. It's a database of all sorts of stuff. It's telling the game what's what, everything like that. So what we can do is we can go to mod hoster. I'm pretty sure that there was a composter. This. Composter. That's just like a holder. I was hoping that you could find the CompostMaster. Okay. Yeah, I know that it's placeable somewhere. Okay, CompostMaster. You like this one? This one's on a bit of a... This is basically what it is. It's on a bit of a dodgy website. We'll download this, we'll have a look at this, see what scripts that has, and we'll compare it. If yeah, that's additional trigger. We'll have a look. Yeah, we'll add that in now. We'll have a look at this first. If anyone is a bit confused like I am about a mod, or if you're trying to do something to a mod, the best way to look at problem solving is compare it to a mod that maybe already has the code or something like that. So with a trailer, if you're looking at adding a new fill plane, you would download a trailer that already has it, and you would compare the two. You would have a look at, oh, it has this bit of code, this links to this, and you would go through it, and you would find out what what's missing, what's different between the two. And that's just the best way of problem solving. So if we go here, no. Okay, here we go. So it was a placeable mod, the one we have. Okay, so this is basically... Okay, it's a new material holder. We didn't have that. We didn't have this one. So this, see, we're finding out that these two scripts were needed. Okay, so we'll bring those across in a minute. We'll look inside the XML. So this is what needs adding. Extra source. So see, this backs up my point perfectly. This is great. So what we do now is we go back and we open up the mod desk like so. The parts we took, you can see here, those 3 parts. So again, oh, not that, that map. What we're going to do is we're going to copy these, paste here. So we've got those now. Go back, additional files, there we go. 3 LUAs, let's have a look. We just brought the 1 across. We'll replace that. 3 hubs and store image, that doesn't matter, we don't need the store image. Okay, we have those. Save that. What else have we got in here? That's fine. Particle system. Have that? Do we have that? Have a look. This is why you put all the files together. Particle system. What I'm gonna do? Do that. In case. Gonna do this. This way. Okay. So we're not actually. Okay. Fine. Do that. We'll have to link up those in a bit. That's fine. Got that already. Shaders. Fine. Sound. Got that because we've worked out it's really noisy. Okay. We need. Let's take 4 of these. So those. Yeah. Who was it? Script. At least that one. Boom. Perfect. And what was the other thing we were gonna do? That's fine. This is all just making it placeable basically. That's fine. So what we'll do now is we will put this back in game and we'll see what if anything is work. Make sure that those didn't have to link up to it. Oh yeah, I know what the fact that happened. Oh no, it's done. Yeah, so see here, extra at least. So yeah, exactly. I knew that it was a placeable. That's what people have done. That's how people have done it. They've took the placeable one and implemented it into a map so that it's all one. So yeah, if you're struggling with something modding wise, always compare it to something that already has it added. That's the best way you're going to learn. That's the best way you're going to self-teach yourself how to do something. Why don't I use that mod? So basically with that mod it would be placeable and I wouldn't be able to have a shed over the top. I wouldn't be able to. I would need to basically buy it and place it perfectly perfectly in the map, if you understand what I mean. Whereas if I'm adding it into the map and doing it perfectly, it's it would work instantly, if you know what I mean. It's there all the time then, so I don't have to mess about with any of that stuff. We'll go over here, nice and green. Now we've changed the colour. I'm not going to change the conveyor belt because that's not actually part of the object. I really do wish I had saved that. I had to pit the horses are here as well, so say hello to the horse. So now let's go over here. Hey, we didn't have that before. I wonder what fuel this takes. Is it just diesel? We've got waste, we've got products, compost, empty. So we didn't have any of that menu come up before. Sure, if oh, we're gonna have to try. Oh, I should have brought that loader over. Damn it! Hang on a minute. Wonder if I can lease a loader real quick. I've got a backup of this save game, so what I'm gonna do, seeing as I've got a backup, I'm going to sell our Scorpion. And something's crashed. Oh, rip. What? Let's find out what that is. Let's find out what that is. And Blobby sent me. Okay, perfect. That's a shed pack that I was looking for. Perfect. Close those down. RIP! Right. Let's quickly go to... I need to find the log. Okay. Find the log file. Right, what caused the crash? Nothing. Nothing. That's fine, that's not part of that. That's to do with the Volvo, so... Not too sure what caused that crash. We'll go back in, we'll try again. But I'm not too sure if Blobby's watching the stream or not, but thank you if you are. That'd be perfect. We might play around with those in a bit. Okay. Try again. It might have just been a bit of the game going happening. I do actually. Oh no! Oh, I should have added. I should have added money mod. I've got it installed, I believe. Yeah, we need to test it basically. Got some maize, I believe. Fermented silage. I'm not too sure if we can shove that in there or not, but we'll find out. Just check that the map doesn't need to be extracted. If it's a map and it's got, you know, extra mods, some people or some map makers will zip up a map with. Oh, we're actually playing college now. Well, that went in. Okay, so that yeah, some maps have extra mods installed. So that should give us money. I'm just going to lease a load. Bucket. Let's test this out. This map isn't going to come out yet, but I'm going to do a bit of I'm going to speak to Pretorius and see what he thinks about releasing. I know that he's he started a new map basically for the next game. I'll see what he thinks about. Yeah. Other than that, it might just what maps is it? You know, is it a well-known map that other people you've seen using, like, or is it a map that you found and then like, or is it, you know, a bit of a dodgy map? Like, have you seen other people using it? Not too sure if we can use fermented silage in this thing, but I'm gonna give it a go. Yeah, so exactly what I was going to say. If they're not for FS 17, then that's obviously not going to work. Right, does this accept it now? I'm going to say no. Oh wait! Hey! It's showing up! Now, if we use the camera, make sure it's not on the floor. It's working. Oh, the FPS, I do apologise. Okay, so look, waste, 1, so 1%. Fuel, I'm not too sure what fuel it's going to require. Wish there was an English. What fuel would this accept? Where's the trigger also for the fuel? Which problem are we talking about here? Just so we're on the same page. What fuel could this require? I'm guessing diesel? If so, then what's this? Is this a 7? No, this is a wait. It can also carry fuel. Okay. At least one of these. Let's go here. Let's reset that bad boy. Yeah, reset. Yep, and then let's also lease a truck. Where are the trucks? Cars, here we go. Let's reset that one also. Right, let's see. Diesel. Right, let's give this a go. If this works, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm not even joking. Right, let's go grab some diesel then. Let's go, let's find out. Yeah, there's been so many, especially if you're, you know, mod hoster, LS portal, sorry, and FSUK, and obviously the mod hub. They're gonna be, you know, they're gonna tell you like it has correct categories and stuff. But a lot of these other websites, that, you know, third-party websites, they'll just download a map. They do it in bulk, you have to think. So they're gonna download as many maps as that's been released that day and upload them all in one go. And basically, they're not gonna, you know, they copy and paste the descriptions. They do all that stuff. They're not gonna take the time to look to see what game it's from. I've seen multiple maps that, you know, I've been uploading claiming to be for one game, and it's not, you know. So yeah, just make sure it's for the correct map. Right. If it's mod hub, then I do not have a clue. If you downloaded it from the in-game menu, I don't have a clue why it isn't working for you then. I would say, many people in that case would say it's a mod conflict, but or a map not to work, like even show up. Normally they say if a map, sorry, doesn't show up in the menu, then, or, you know, if any mod, then it's an XML issue. But if it's showing up, we can't buy it, it's a mod desk issue. So if it's a map, again, I would just try re-downloading. It might, you know, it might have corrupted or whatever, but yeah, again, like Chocolate said, check your log, make sure. This maze is withered, if you're wondering why it's so bright. Seasons hasn't updated all the crops yet, so in the next day or so it'll update. Now we gotta find the trigger for this. Oh, break. There we go. Find the trigger for this. That shed doesn't look too oversized. Looks like it's a little bit, you know, it could obviously be realistic. I was a bit worried about that. Oh no, we've got all these conveyor belts in the way. That's fine, we'll sell them. Where is it? Right, go. Yeah, so what I do, if I tab out here, what I do is I use a program. It was for FS15, but as you can see, but I've changed it so it works with the new one. And I've basically, what this program does is it means that I can have separate mods folders. So I can create a file. Say I had a new save game, and I was creating a new save game. So I'd make a new save game file. What am I doing? Yeah, so I would select a save, I'd make a new mods folder. So you can see here I've got 3 mods folders, and I've got a server mods folder. So let's say I was making a new mods folder, I would select it, I would name it, so say new save game 3. I would choose a color for a stamp, and I'll click finish. And then basically it creates a mods folder. So then in here I would make a folder and call it new save game 3, right? And then I would link the 2 folders up, and then in here I would put all the mods I was going to use on that save game, and then I would click on this, go in game, and it will load up all of the mods that were in that folder. So see here I've got all my server mods, I've got a West Coast game that I used to use, an American save game that I had, and obviously my Knuston save game. So I have all separate folders. So like here's my save game for Knuston, mods folders, server mods folder, save game at 3. So it prevents and it keeps save games nice and tidy. There is an updated version released of that. I forget what it's called though. So we'll take this round here. We'll bring up this menu. We'll try and find where the fuel needs to go. I'm guessing it would be up next to it here somewhere. Am I here? No? Okay, which is the button for triggers? There we go. Oh, the lag in this menu. Wait, there is a trigger here. Is that the fuel trigger though? I don't know. There is a trigger here, but I'm not too sure what it is for. Unless I leave it there, come around to the menu. Get out of the way, loader. You're in the way. Maybe we have to come to this control panel. How do you check your log? Your log is... Go to your game folder. Your log is here. See it just here? That's your log file. So then you would open it, and then at the bottom, or you can see all like it goes through. It'll tell you what errors you have and stuff like that. So helpful. Yeah, Oakfield has compost and lime. Yeah, the map is seasons ready. Okay, where does this fuel go? It has to go here, right? It's funny those horses just walking through. Gotta be here. Unless I need to do it from here. Wait, move forwards. Maybe I have to do it from the trailer. Start pumping fuel, M. Ooh, that's doing something. Fuel 0%. Stop, detach, enter, stop pumping fuel. Stop overloading. Why is it not going in then? I think it's that. I thought we were getting somewhere then. What the lag? Fuel 0%. Waste, compost. That's, maybe I have to reverse a bit more. Maybe it's not in the trigger. Because this is where the trigger is. There, it's there. Look. Oh, there is a trigger here anyway. Oh wait, maybe I have to go on the other side. See that trigger over there? Maybe. But the trigger's on that side, so it has to be. Maybe I just have to be a bit further away. So if we line these two triggers up. Yeah, the way. And off. Yeah, it could be that as well, that you need to use a different one, but we didn't get any extra options there. So we'll leave that there. Get rid of these. No options there. That's still pumping fuel. Go back up to this menu. Try not kill you guys with the low FPS. Still fuel's on 0. Over here. No fuel going out. Because I don't think we have any other fuel, fuel tankers. I mean, that's a fuel one. But we've got fuel in it, so it shouldn't be that, should it? I've got all these. That just a slurry, like that. Just a slurry. Just a slurry. These just do slurry. Just a slurry. Yeah, they just do slurry, so this has got fuel in it. Stop pumping fuel. This is stopped now. No buttons I can press here. Fuel empty. So it says, yeah, the fuel. What's on the other side? Nothing here currently. Let's have a look. Is there any triggers here? Oh yeah, there's a trigger over here, but that's that FPS. I'm not too sure what this trigger here is. That's not. Yeah, there's no triggers on this side. Just collisions. But if we can squeeze through here. Oh, that FPS. Right, see this trigger right here. If we move the truck out of the way. See how there's a trigger. Ugh, wrong way. Right here. Like, that would tell me that that is the fuel trigger. The trigger's up there, but I wouldn't think you'd have to go up there with the trailer. Like, there are triggers for that. There's a trigger back here, but that can't be for fuel, can it? Because there used to be a spout there, which would tip the, it would tip the, whatever it is from it. Here's what we could do. Exit out of that. Riffing up the map. We'll find out what triggers it has on here, shall we? What would need to be the trigger? I mean, I didn't set up any of the triggers or anything like that, so they're just as they were from one map to another. So maybe have a look, see if we can find the trigger here. Right, what we got? Maps section. Open up this. CompostMaster. Okay. Input triggers. So these will be anything that it requires. Composter, work animation, interactive screen, output trigger. Yeah, so it has to be an input trigger, surely, because you're putting something into the machine. Okay, so let's have a look what this one is. Tip trigger, displays, pallet trigger. Pallets? You can put pallets in here? Bale trigger, so that's when you drop bales into it. Shovel, that's tipping, you know. Display number, don't need any of that. There's got to be a fuel trigger somewhere here. Tip triggers, nope, displays, again, it's not where we want. Output. Heaps, displays, silage trigger, none of this. Displays. What did that say? Nope, not that. Heap. None of that. Interactive trigger, which is this bit up here. Work animation. Composter. Fuel. There you go. See that? So that's like where the fuel it's saying it is. Well, not the trigger, but at least the what's it called? That's where it's saying that the fuel pipes would be. Decals. And if we click on when was it? Input trigger. So this, yeah, putting stuff into it. What is this trigger here? I wonder if I can click it. There we go. Tip trigger. Doesn't give any information what it actually is though. Like usually with some triggers you get like a little bit of a like a something. Maybe the fuel trigger isn't. I mean, you would think it would be like it's just a default fuel trailer, isn't it? Tip trigger, start and stop, displays. There's nothing else here. Clear areas. So there's another trigger over here, wasn't there? Just out the back here. What do we have out here? Input. Yeah, so these are outputs. See you later, Isaac. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. This evening, sorry. That's fine. That's just because there was a spout here. I can remove that at a later date if I need to. So there is a trigger there, but what? Assume the fuel tanker is not being recognised by. Try another one. Okay, let's have a search on the interwebs together. Why is that playing? So FS 17, fuel, tanker. Okay. What have we got? Here we go. This is a universal pack, isn't this what you said, Chocolate? This has got all sorts in it. This is exactly the same as. There are fuel trailers in this. Okay. Let's give this one a go. Hopefully, it isn't too big. 75 is fine. We'll give this a go. But if this doesn't work, then I have no clue. Okay. Yeah, these are the sheds we're gonna be putting in. So hopefully, look at these. Rapper's Paradise. Oh, look at that one. That one might be perfect, although it's got the center columns. Not too sure if that might fit over it or not. Oh, look at these. I like this shed. That's really nice, that shed actually. What's this one? It's also very nice. Look at that. These are nice. One way or another, I will incorporate one of these sheds rather than the one that's on there. Okay, right, is this pack done? Yeah. Okay, just go into the mod folder. Give this a try then. Yeah, so they're from Mapper's Paradise. They have been uploaded to the mod hub, and they'll be available soon. Yeah, the quality of those sheds was insane. They were really nice. Okay, so let's activate this. Should be under K, shouldn't it? There we go. Okay, so that had. We need to work out which one of these is actually a fuel tanker. It wouldn't be too hard to make them placeable, but they need to be animated. The rolling doors on them need to be animated. So those sheds are designed for Giant's Editor. The sheds are by Mapper's Paradise, and they're currently in testing on Modtoaster. Not Modtoaster, sorry, Mod Hub. Okay, so let's. This drill, right? I did this the other day. I saw a Horsch black edition of the big proton drill, so I did one of those for FS to replace the one we had with it. So we'll be using that for drilling. Oh, didn't mean to hit the mic there. Okay, what would these come under? Not missed. Let's just drop down another one. So there should be. Yeah, here we go. Okay. I'm guessing. Ah, here we go. So this one. Okay. Let's just sell something real quick so we have some money. Oh, we do have money. Let's give it some nice black wheels. There we go. Right, so we'll need a tractor to pull this rather than. Again, this is. We look at the fuel trailers. This one just accepts. We'll give it a go. At this point, you know. Oh, I need a tractor, don't I? Okay, this one. Take this round. Yeah, I did that drill. It literally took me like 10 minutes to do. So yeah, I saw that drill in photos the other day. I think it was a German farm that had one. in these photos, but it looked so good. Like just blacked out, it looked incredible. Right, let's take this fuel tanker and just on it. Nice. Okay. Those wheels look way too skinny for this tanker. Get some fuel. Yellow tipper trailers. This one isn't a tipper trailer. It's a overloader. It can be found on the internet somewhere. I'm not too sure where. What would it be under? I wonder it would be here, wouldn't it? There you go. Actually, I think it's on the mod hub. Yeah, I believe it's on the mod hub somewhere. But yeah, it's an overloader. So, like what I've got fertilizer in it. I've got a shed over here, which I've got fertilizer in. If I can open the door. And then I load it up into that trailer, and I drive the trailer out to the field whenever I'm fertilizer spreading. Right, let's take this. And we'll go 80,000 in fuel costs. Oh, and now if I ever buy this when I'm playing, just remind me never to fill this up. Oh, 80,000. Yeah, the overloader's on mod hub. I think there's another version of it, I believe. Maybe a triple axle, or maybe even a lorry trailer. One of the two. Yeah, it's got colour selectable, and you can change all the colours of stuff, which is pretty cool. This down there. This is the second trip we've done now with fuel. Hopefully this one works. Yeah, if this doesn't work, I honestly I'm not too sure what what could be the problem with that. Tip side. Okay, so we can change the side of which this one goes. Oh, that withered crop texture looks awful. I might have to change that. It's just really bright and dull. Well, not dull, sorry, like really like obnoxiously bright. Oh. So many people tell me about the beacons being in the wrong place. Like you have to change, obviously, select which light pack you need. But whenever I come to use them or buy them or whatever, I always seem to like choose the wrong selection. I do try to select the right one, but honestly, I don't care. Like, I'm not a deer fan. I just felt like using deers this time round. Okay. Or like a Richard Western version of that trailer, like with an overloader on it or something. Because there's Richard Western trailers out on Mod Hub, which, bog standard trailers like this. Those are on Mod Hub, but if it's an overloader version, then it's just probably someone's done an edit of it, but it wouldn't be too hard to do. You would just look at an overloader trailer like the one which we just showed you, and you would just go into it, obviously extract the auger, you would need to look for whatever text it's, code it's using, just move it across. Maybe it wouldn't be too hard to do. But if it's not, then it's, like this fuel trader, so we need to move that. Oh. I'm gonna look at seeing if I can solve a bit of this lag, because it's just annoying me now how much. Right, so that's test dummy number 1. Let's try this one. Bring up the menu. Which side are the... oh no, it's just all of it. Okay. Tip side. Oh, unload! Aye. Fuel's going out! Holy... guys. It's just... I apologise for blowing down the mic. It's just blowing out! It's just... wait. This is going into this, right? It isn't just blowing on the floor. Oh. Jump. Jump. I'm stuck. Come on. It is going in here. Yeah, fuel. Look at the way it's just spilling out onto the floor. You'd need, where is it? I do have a pipe installed. I don't think... I might not have it selected in game, but there is a pipe that you can use that I'm sure you'd connect to this. Oh, the way it's just going onto the floor. Oh, okay. Right. Fuel, 30,000 it takes. So do I like turn it on? The way to turn it on? Or does it do it over... does it just do it over time? Maybe. Hey, it's on 0 now there. Okay, so can we turn this on, or do we need more in it? Oh, I'm frozen. Oh! I froze because it was turning on. The noise just started, the screen came on. It's 99% fuel. These are all turned on. Oh, compost! 1%. Surely gotta be more than that. These are all moving. A little bit of compost has gone through. Okay, now back over here. Okay, so there's still a little bit more waste. Only done a little bit. Should we go get some more? Okay, so it was the trailer. Are these horses running around or a bit? Let's go get some more. Drop that in there. I know, you wouldn't be using fermented silage in your composter, but it's here. It's the only resource I had. The fact it calls it waste is quite funny. This Manitou loader is actually really nice. Like, until the Scorpion was released, this is the only telehandler that I would use. I love using this thing. Really nice. Yes, we'll add a bit more of this. Look over here. The F1 menu. Okay, so no more compost has gone through. Waste 2%. So let's see if we can scoop some of the compost out. Run out of the way, horse. Might not, have enough to come through at the moment. Yeah, okay, so we can't this up. Oh. Oh yeah, we can. There we go. It's coming out as... Wait, what's that coming out as? That is Wait, that's not. No. So the fill plane isn't currently working. But that is compost. So yeah, we need to fix the fill plane a bit. I tip this back here. No. Great, now I've got this compost that looks like fermented silage. Okay, so I can't tip this on the floor, so that's okay. Tipping, I can sort that out, that's not a problem. Oh, do that. I do now have that in the bucket. So I'm guessing now it's going to do another little bit. So unless it just, you know, takes time to do. Really, I think the thing that the Giants really need to do, but they're never going to do, is a new game engine. Like, if anyone knows of the Daisy mod, right? The Daisy mod, when the developers of the Daisy mod first made, you know, Daisy, it was obviously a mod for Arma 2. Now, using that game engine, they eventually got to a point where they couldn't do any more to improve upon Daisy on that game engine. So then they went along and they made Daisy standalone, because, you know, they wanted their own game engine to work on, right? Now I think that Giants need to get a new game engine so they can vastly improve on whatever, like just using the same game engine over and over again, just adding a little bit at a time. I think the reason why they won't change is because they have something that works, and they don't have you know, a big set of genitals to take that big step and go, okay, we're gonna use a new game engine. We're gonna see what new features we can get out of it and everything like that. There's you know, like everyone wants you know, dynamic ground, but on the Giants game engine, it's just not possible. It might be, but I think they need a new game engine. Features wise, I don't know. I don't know what I want added. At the minute, I'm pretty happy with Farming Sim. Like, it's just what can you actually add apart from new brands that could make this more realistic? Obviously, dynamic terrain. Like, Farming Sim is more of an arcade game than a bit more just in. Yeah, a little bit more just got made. So I don't think this is working 100% correctly, but I'll fiddle around with this. Yeah, exactly. The more realistic game engine that adds to it. So if they the only thing they can do is literally take mods and implement them in the game. Like, obviously, what's it called? Seasons. That could be added into the game. They'll probably do that, to be honest. In the next game, they'll probably add season. Cattle and crops. Obviously, they've got all the dynamic weather and stuff like that. That is just incredible. If they ever, you know, do finish that game and it ever comes to anything, it's going to be incredible. It really is. The opportunity they have. The game runs pretty well. I mean, optimization, you know, that could come later down the line. Yeah. Potato rows. Yeah, potatoes they could go more in depth with. You don't just plant potatoes and it goes in nice rows like that. There's more of a process that's required for potatoes to be planted. So yeah, we got the composter in-game working-ish, not 100%, but I'm gonna fiddle around with that obviously. I'm gonna finish the stream here. I'm I'm pretty happy with the progress we made. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and yeah, I think this is where we're going to finish off. So I'll see you guys. I'm not too sure if I'm streaming tomorrow, Sunday night. I'll I'll announce it somewhere if we do. I'm not too sure what we would do yet. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.